The biggest fear is, as Black Americans are delineating, and America as a country is doing the same thing. They're coming after us. Donald Trump got elected. Immigrants are scared. So now Black Americans are doing their own thing. At the time, we're hoping that they would be standing up for us, being part of our coalition. But
Yeah, and that's the problem.
we don't know what to do now.
Yeah, because we told people, they kept telling us, well, you FBS don't work hard. You don't work. We came over with $2 and we were this, and y'all need to learn from us. It got real bad. And people got very arrogant, and even Jamaicans, they still do it. They still tell us, oh, don't come to Jamaica. Oh, don't do this. You are entitled. And y'all were telling us all of this stuff about how hard you worked and how lazy we were. And we said, okay, well, handle your business then. And now people don't like it.
And can I say something? Do you know, I think that's why a lot of immigrants are running for office. There's a lot of Somalis in Minnesota, the New York mayor, because I think they're scared now since that, the current political system in America, and maybe Black Americans are not as supportive anymore. So they feel like they have to fight for themselves. They have to have a presence, or else it's over for immigrants here.
Yeah, and that ain't working because they ain't getting elected. A lot of them are not getting elected like that. It's like Winsome Sears, like your boy out there in Minnesota, Fatah, whatever his name is. He got washed, so it ain't really working out like they wanted to work out. So, hey man, it's cats should have really checked themselves with the disrespect.
So how about we have a restart, man? Black Americans and Black immigrants, we forget everything in the past. We sign a new contract. We put the disputes and all this stuff to the past and just have a fresh start. Respect each other, respect each other's cultures, work together where we can work together. Let's try to work on that. I'm ready for that.
Well, the thing is, man, it's going to have to start back in the homeland. It has to start there because a lot of people bring over the same tribalistic disposition that they had over there. They bring it over here and they look at us as just another tribal group. And that's not going to work. We've been upholding global Black unity, and we've been pretty much doing it by our damn selves. So it's time for these other groups to start standing on business over in the homeland, making sure some of that tribal nonsense has stopped. And then people can come to the table and say, hey, let's get out and, let's break bread.
I am currently asking for a ceasefire. I'm asking for a ceasefire between the Somalis and the African Americans. Please. We got something bigger going on right now. This is a divide and conquer situation happening in Minnesota. Y'all know we ride together when situations arise out here. When that George Floyd stuff happened, baby, we was out there. Ain't nobody was asking what type of Black you was. We all felt that. So I just don't want this ignorant conversation to overshadow what's really happening. Don't give them the upper hand. Why are we acting slow? I'm asking for a ceasefire. If you like me, please put down the shots. We ain't got time. Just put a pin in the conversation. How about that? Let's just put a pin in the conversation. And after we're done with this, then we could get back to doing that. Y'all could get back to doing that. I don't even know what type of conversation. I'm gonna go finish my electrolytes because it's.
Hello YouTube family, I hope that everyone is doing fine. Have you ever reached out for help and instead of getting that help, it backfires immediately? So in the recent days, a headline circulated online claiming that Somali migrants reached out for Tariq Nasheed for help, only the situation to backfire almost immediately. At a glance, the story sounds simple, but when you look closer, it reveals something much deeper. This wasn't just a request for support. It was a clash between different political identities, histories, and also expectations. Remember that Tariq Nasheed is known for advocating specifically for Black Americans whose roots trace back to the U.S. slavery, while many African immigrants approach racial politics from a global or Pan-African perspective. When these two frameworks collide in a public space, misunderstandings are almost guaranteed. What followed wasn't unity, but a backlash. debate, and a lot of uncomfortable conversations online. This moment tells us more about diaspora politics than it does about any one individual. And that's what we are going to unpack today. Welcome back to Polito Realities. If you are new here, take a minute, subscribe, like, and share today's video. I have some few reaction clips with me. Let's watch and see what exactly took place between the Somali immigrant and also Tariq Nasheed.
I just recently received a video of a Somalian person calling in a Tariq show, calling for a truce. Pretty much saying, hey, Tariq, man, we want a truce with the FBA. We're being hit from all sides on this right now, man. And we think it would be good as time as ever to call a truce. First of all, you would call for a truce now when you are pretty much at a disadvantage. So that makes you wanting to call a truce disingenuous. And second of all, we are not concerned with what's going on right now being FBA. We have our own things that we are working on as a group, being Foundational Black Americans. We're not here to root for or against anyone. We're not. So, calling for a truce is really irrelevant at this point. I mean, especially after all the videos that was posted of Somalians taking shots at FBA and pretty much reinforcing every negative stereotype ever known to Americans' history against us. So, truce? No, we're not calling a truce. We're not even concerned because it's not our problem. What part of that do y'all not understand? We were the ones warning everyone of what would happen, and no one listened. And instead of listening, you just took shots and tried to tell us what were going to happen to us, when we were telling everyone there's nothing that can happen to us on the level of what's happening to all these other immigrants that are being shipped out. We can't go nowhere. We're here. We've been here. Now, mind you, we'll have our own set of issues with the racists that are here, but we've always had these problems with the racists that are here. It'll be just another day for us, but we ain't going nowhere. And for you, or for Somalians, I feel for those who are really good people that did not partake in any of the mudslinging and the negative comments towards FBA. For those, I pity. I feel for them. I do. But for those who are out here just talking reckless and being disrespectful and intentionally trying to ruffle our feathers, I don't have a feeling at all when it comes to y'all. I don't wish bad on you, but I'm not exactly wishing you pick the next 6 numbers on the Powerball neither. Just being honest with you. Peace and blessing.
What I'm witnessing right now with the Somalians out there in Minnesota and all the issues that they're dealing with Trump and deportation, is a prime example. Their response to it is a prime example of why FBAs call Black immigrants tethers. I'm sorry, I'm not one to use that word, but I can see what they mean, because to tether means to attach yourself to something. And right now I see a lot of Somalians who have never considered themselves Black attaching themselves to Black Americans as a way of deflecting what's happening to them and saying like, oh, we're all Black and he's doing the same thing to us because we're Black, just like Black Americans. Listen to this.
President Trump and the base that is attacking our community. We understand that you are here to divide us, to create fear amongst us, and to selectively target the blackest immigrant and Muslim community in this great state. President Trump has had a history of targeting Black people long before he ever ran for any office.
Yeah, Trump targeted Black people. We all know that. But When y'all came here to this country, black people was like, oh, good, with more black people, come with us. And we tried to show you what it was like here. We tried to explain to you what was going on, and we were rejected. Like, let's not rewrite history. I know what happened. Y'all made your own communities. Y'all said you had your own culture, separate from us. So now that you're in trouble, you want to claim blackness? You want to say that Trump already was targeting black people? Us? He wasn't targeting you then. You're not black, right? Like, it's a tether. That's a tether. That right there. If you ever wondered what a tether was, that.
So what exactly happened between the Somali and Tariq Nasheed? The controversy began when Somali migrants or online representatives publicly appealed to Tariq Nasheed, expecting solidarity or advocacy. Instead, the appeal was met with rejection and criticism. Nasheed's response and the reaction from his supporters made it clear that his platform is narrowly focused on Black American lineage and not broader immigrant or African causes. This mismatch set the stage for the backlash. The backfire happened because the appeal ignored ideological boundaries. Tariq Nasheed has constantly drawn clear lines about whose his activism represents. When Somali migrants appealed to him, it appeared to his audience as a misunderstanding or even an intrusion into a space he defines as exclusive. That perception turned sympathy into criticism almost immediately. This situation exposed long-standing tensions between African immigrants and also the Black American communities. While both groups are racially categorized as Black, because the Somalis say they are not Black, so they are Arabs. Their histories, political goals, and also lived experiences are very different. Social media often flattens these differences, but moments like this force them to into the open, sometimes, which is very painful. The key takeaway isn't mockery or blame, but awareness. Public appeals require understanding the ideology of the person you are appealing to. This incident shows how quickly online activism can collapse when expectations don't align with reality. It also highlights the need for more honest conversations about identity, representation, and political boundaries in diaspora spaces. So, at the end of this, are the Somalis still going to say they are not Black, they are Arabs? Or now they will automatically change into Black? You have been watching Polito Realities. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, be grounded.